For a better understanding of Pascal's law, there's a few important things which we need to remember. Number one is the definition of pressure. Number two is how to calculate pressure in a liquid. And number three is the pressure difference between a point X and a point Y in a stationary liquid is based on the vertical height. So if the pressure at X increases, then the pressure at Y will also increase by the same amount. So we can also say that the pressure exerted at X is equally transmitted to Y. What is Pascal's law? Pascal's law states that the pressure exerted anywhere in a confined liquid is transmitted equally and undiminished in all directions throughout the liquid. At the start, Pascal's law may be a lot to take in and absorb, but it's really easy, and you can try small experiments like the ones over here for a better visual and understanding. All you have to do is take an old used plastic bottle, fill it with water, close the bottle using a cap, and then lay it horizontally. Using a sharp pencil, pen, or whatever you have, make small equal holes at the same level. Then grab the bottle in your hand and squeeze it. Now, while you're doing all of this, make sure that the holes which you make are equal so that the water which flows out is also equal. Next, you need to make sure that the holes are made at the same level. Now, can you tell why? This is because pressure increases with an increase in height and decreases with a decrease in height. So if our desired outcome is to prove that the water will flow out of each hole equally, then it will be completely impossible to do so if the holes are one above each other. Now, record your observations and you will most likely notice that the water flows out of the holes equally. This is nothing but an example of Pascal's law. The experiment is going to look something like this. This is what Pascal's experiment looked like. At the top was a piston, and the piston was about to be pushed in a round bottom flask with side tubes. The flask was filled with water. This is the working of Pascal's law. First, a flask is taken. Not just any flask, but a flask with side tubes looking like this. Next, it's filled with water. Then, we take a piston and keep it on top. Slowly, we push the piston and we notice that water flows out of each of the tubes equally at equal heights. This is nothing but Pascal's law, which states that the pressure exerted anywhere in a confined liquid is transmitted equally, undiminished, in all directions throughout the liquid. Pascal's law mainly applies in hydraulic machines, which are machines which use fluid pressure to perform work. Examples are hydraulic press, jack, and brakes. Hydraulic press is used in performing tasks like extracting juices, for squeezing oil out of cotton seeds. Hydraulic jack is a machine which is used for lifting heavy vehicles such as cars, trucks, etc. And hydraulic brakes are used in cars. To conclude, I would like to say that Pascal's law only means that liquid exerts pressure in all directions and that the pressure exerted at point X in a stationary liquid is transmitted equally to point Y in a stationary liquid. I hope by this slideshow your understanding has become better.